Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, where you don't have to be perfect and it's not just about the pose. Hi, I'm Leslie Fightmaster. By the way, become part of our amazing worldwide community by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the notification bell because I'm teaching live classes right here Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and I do not want you to miss this wonderful opportunity to connect. Begin standing at the top of your mat, feet parallel, and deepen your breath. This 30-minute Ashtanga-inspired practice is a great workout. When you do it regularly, you'll see and feel yourself becoming stronger and more flexible. But most importantly, you'll feel better. Bring your hands together. Softly close your eyes. May you release any ideas of self-doubt or criticism. Everything you need is already within you. Connect to your best self as you send peaceful thoughts to all beings everywhere. And be sure to stay through Savasana. It is the most important part of your practice. Release your hands, saluting the sun. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases, fold, bend your knees as needed. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Knees can be up or down. Shift your shoulders forward and slowly lower to your belly. Exhale. Hands by low ribs. Inhale, peel your chest up, lift your belly. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, knees up or down, press to plank, and lift to down dog. Stretch back here. And bicycle your legs if you wish. Make sure your arms are shoulders distance and your feet are hips width. Spread your fingers, press down into the base of your fingers, and lift through your forearms. Steady Ujjayi breath. Inhale, come way up onto your toes. Exhale, everything out, bend the knees. Lightly step your feet forward. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to fold. Inhale, press through the feet, rising up. And exhale to Samastitihi. Again. Inhale, sweep your arms up, keep your ribs in. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, step to plank, hug your elbows in, knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, stretch into downward facing dog. So remember to engage your bandhas. Your Mula Bandha, your root lock, is engaged by lifting all the muscles in your pelvic floor. And Uddiyana Bandha, right below the navel, all the way around by drawing your lower belly in and up. This will keep your power within you. Keep your breath nice and steady throughout. Inhales and exhales equal. Inhale up onto your toes. Exhale everything out. Engage those bandhas. Step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reaching up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart, Samastitihi. Once again. Ekam, inhale and reach up. Due, exhale, hinge from your hip creases and fold. Trini, inhale, halfway lift. Chatwari, exhale, step or float. Chaturanga, make sure to land with elbows bent if you float. Pancha, inhale, Urdhva Mukha or Cobra. Shots, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We'll stay here breathing. Keeping inhales and exhales equal. Keep your drishti, your focal point, between your knees or your feet or up at the navel. And engage your bandhas. Check to see if you're holding tension around your neck or anywhere you don't need it. But then engage your arm muscles and your leg muscles, but without locking your joints. Inhale onto the toes. Exhale everything out. Keep your buns up. Step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, rise up, look up and lengthen. Exhale to Samastitihi. Surya Namaskar B. On your inhale, bend your knees, sit back into Utkatasana chair. Exhale, belly to thighs, then straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha or Cobra, always your choice. Exhale, stretching back. Right away, step your right foot up by the right hand, spin the back heel down, Warrior One, knee over ankle, inhaling. And then exhale to ride your breath down through Chaturanga. Inhale, press through the hands and feet, full breath in. Exhale, stretch back. Right away, left foot steps, back heel is down. Inhale all the way up, Warrior One, left knee over ankle. Exhale and lower Chaturanga, shoulders no lower than elbows. Inhale, shoulders above wrists and up dog. Exhale, down dog. Make sure your bandhas are engaged at least slightly throughout your movements. And then when you get to down dog, reconnect with your even, steady ujjayi. Breathing in and out through the nose, slightly constricting in the back of your throat. Inhale onto the toes, exhale it all out, keep your hips high, lightly step or hop. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, exhale, fold Uttanasana. Bend the knees, drop the hips, inhale, reach up. Exhale to stand, Samastitihi, we'll do one more. Inhale, bend the knees and drop the hips, sit back. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float, Chaturanga. Inhale, press through your hands and feet, a full inhale. Use your bandhas, exhale to down dog. Right foot steps, back heel is down. Virabhadrasana 1, inhaling up. As you exhale, return back to the mat with your hands and lower Chaturanga. Inhale, press through your hands and feet, open the front of the body. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, the left foot steps, back heel is down, knee over ankle for Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, lower right back down, one long breath if you can. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and we'll stay. So even out your breath. Spread your fingers, press into the base of your fingers and lift through your forearms, pressing the weight up through your hips and reaching it down through your heels. Firming the arms and the legs, softening the elbow and knee joints. Inhale onto the toes. Exhale everything out, bandhas. Keep your hips high, step or hop forward. Inhale to lengthen and fold, exhale. Bend your knees, drop your hips, inhale, reach up, look up. And to Samastitihi, exhale. Step or hop your feet, hips socket distance apart. Hands on hips, open the chest, look up, inhale. Hinge from the hip creases and exhale. Grab your big toes with first two fingers, lengthen, inhale, and then fold. Bend your knees as needed and reach the crown of your head toward the earth. You can stay with that or stepping your feet onto the hands for Padahastasana. Lengthen and then fold in from there. Draw your shoulders gently away from the ears toward the waist and let your head be heavy. Engage your low belly and your pelvic floor muscles here. Inhale, head up. Exhale, bring hands to hips. Inhale, come up with a long spine. And turn to the long side of your mat. Step your feet out nice and wide. Turn your right leg out, back toes in, lining heel to arch. Inhale, arms to shoulder height. Exhale, hinge from your hip crease, reach out and down. Take your right hand, you can grab your big toe with the first 2 fingers, or you can let it rest on your shin or your foot. Reach up through the left arm and lengthen your torso. Look up if it's okay on your neck and breathe, engaging your bandhas, keeping your breath steady. Look down to come up, inhale all the way to center, feet parallel, left leg turns out, back toes in, heel to arch. And then exhale, hinge from your hip crease, get some length, and then taking your left hand, big toe to the foot or shin or on the foot or behind the foot, whatever works for you. Reach up through your right fingertips and draw your left sitting bone under you as you pull in your low belly, lift your pelvic floor, and breathe. Look down at your front foot. Inhale to come up. Pavrita, twist it. Turn to the front of your mat. Walk your right foot over to the right so your heel to heel are wider. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Take your left hand on the big toe side, on the shin, or the little toe side of the foot. Pulling that right hip back, lengthen your spine, inhale. And exhale, twist from above your waist so your hips stay level. Every inhale, see if you can find some more length through your spine. Every exhale, twist through the rib cage, the chest, and release what is no longer serving you. Look down, inhale, come up and pivot to face the back of your mat. Walk your left foot to the left, right arm up, inhale, hips and shoulders square toward the back of the mat. Exhale. Reach out and down, right hand big toe side to the shin or little toe side of the foot. Pull that left hip back as you lengthen and exhale, stretch through your left fingertips. Imagine you're holding a rolled up towel or a yoga block between your inner thighs, firming outer hips toward center to hold it. And then lift your pelvic floor muscles and low belly muscles like crazy. And that'll stabilize you in this one. It's not an easy pose, so keep that in mind. Inhale, come back through center and then to the top of the mat, Samastitihi. Uttita Parshvakonasana. Take a big step to the long side of the mat, right leg out, back toes in. Take the arms up, shoulder height. Exhale, bend the knee over the ankle. Lining heel to arch, reach forward, right forearm to right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over. Imagine you could turn your belly up toward the sky. Right hand can stay on the thigh, or you can take it down to the floor or grab your ankle. Or if you have a yoga block, you can always put it on the little toe side of your right foot and put your hand there. The most important part of this practice is to breathe. Keeping your inhales and exhales, many say, is the practice, keeping those steady. Inhale, come up. Feet to parallel, left leg out, back toes in a little bit. Line up heel to arch. Bend the left knee over the ankle, lean forward, left forearm on thigh, right arm over. You can keep your forearm on the thigh the entire time or reach it for the little toe side of the foot or a block. Or my personal favorite at the moment, hold on to the ankle. Imagine you're trying to turn your belly button toward the sky, gently looking up unless it bothers your neck. Remember, the most important part is the breath. Poses will come and poses will go, but our breath keeps us going. Look down, inhale, come up for twisted. Walking your right foot to the right, line up heel to heel, left arm up, and then bend the knee over the ankle, lean forward, hooking your left arm across, press your palms together. You can pick up your back heel if your back knee bothers you. Otherwise, you'll ground through the outside of that back foot, trying to keep your hips level as best you can. And then option to take right hand down to the little toe side of the foot. Sorry, left hand down and right arm over. You know me, my rights and my lefts. Luckily, we don't have to be perfect. Just breathe. Inhale, come on up and pivot to the other side of your mats. Walking your left foot to the left, square up your hips and shoulders. As you exhale, bend your left knee over the ankle, lean forward, taking your right arm across, press your palms together. Feel free to pick up that back heel if your back knee is uncomfortable with the foot down. You can stay with palms together in front of your hearts, or option, it's a little deeper option, taking your right hand to the little toe side of the foot, reaching left arm over. Do your best to keep your hips level and twist from above your waist. But breathing is key, most important. Release, inhale, come up, and to the top of the mat, Samastitihi. Step again to the long side of the mat, toes pointing in, hands to hips. And then inhale, look up, lengthen, hinge from your hips, exhale, fingertips down. Lengthen your spine once more, inhale, and then exhale, fold in any amount. Crown of the head reaching toward the earth. And firm your outer hips in towards center as well as your inner thighs. Gently draw your shoulders up away from the ears. Engage your bandhas. Steady Ujjayi breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale to center, and we'll do B position today. So inhale, arms out at shoulder height. Exhale, hands on hips. Roll your shoulders back, look up, inhale, and keep your hands on your hips as you fold, exhale. Do your best to squeeze your elbows toward one another gently and roll your shoulder heads up and away from the earth. Firming the legs, and of course, engaging those bandhas. Nasagra drishti, which means gaze gently off the tip of your nose. Inhale, come up with a nice long spine, and exhale, release, and step to the top of the mat. Do a little bit of balance, ground down through your left leg and pick up your right for tree pose. Find a steady focal point, or you can take your right heel toward the navel, take it across for half lotus, bringing right arm behind to hold your left arm or to take your big toe. Draw your low belly in, lengthen through your lower back. If you fold forward here, you're welcome to, or little variation today, lift the left arm up and stay. Slowly release the arm and release the leg. Other side. Grounding down through your right leg. We'll pick up the left into tree pose, and you can always add your arms up. Or take the left heel toward the navel, bring it across, and then point the knee down for half lotus. Left arm behind the back, holds your right arm, or takes your toe. If you fold forward, you could do that now. Or variation today, right arm up and stay. Keep a steady focal point and keep your breath steady as well. And release your arm, release your leg, back to Samastitihi. Step your left foot back, line up heel to heel or wider. Bring your hands together and turn and face the back of your mat, walking your left foot a little to the left. Fists or palms together behind you. Look up, inhale, hinging from the hip creases to fold. Pull your right hip back. Try to keep your hips nice and level as you gaze towards your big toe. Inhale, come up and pivot. Face the front of the mat. Oh, that was your left foot before. Now's your right foot. Heel to heel or wider. Inhale, lengthen, and fold. Exhale. Make sure your back toes face the front corner of your mat. And firm your calf towards your shin of the front leg. Pull that right hip back a little so your hips are level. And breathe. Just make sure you've done both sides. Even if you have to hit the pause button to do it. Inhale, come on up. And back to the top. Samastitihi. Take a little step back from the front and then bend the knees for chair pose. You can stay right here in chair or bring your palms flat. Take your knees toward the armpits. Look forward. Shift the weight forward. Bandhas like crazy. And maybe pick up the feet. Press away from the mat. Keep your gaze forward. Don't look down. And then either step or float. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back. Downward facing dog. Just for a breath. So inhale onto the toes. Exhale it out. Keep your hips high. Look past your fingers. Step or hop and sit. Extend your legs in front of you. Dandasana. Pull the toes back. Press the heels down. Take a breath here. And then reaching for the legs or the feet or use a strap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extending forward. Paschimottanasana. So the crown of the head lengthens toward the feet. And pull your low belly in and up. Lift your pelvic floor muscles and firm your legs. And then inhale is head up. Exhale to release. Bring your hands behind you. Fingertips face forward. Bend the knees. Lift into reverse table. Let your head go back if it's okay on your neck. You can stay or sit back down. Extend the legs. And inhale. Press everything up. Pressing your feet flat onto the earth. Lengthen sitting bones to backs of knees. Widen the chest. And let your head go back any amount. Breathe. Bring your chin in and sit back down. Nice work. Now hands just in front of the hips a little bit. Cross the ankles, pick up anything at all. And then step or float for chaturanga. Inhale, pressing to up dog. And exhale, stretch back into down dog. Just a breath. So take a long breath in, up onto the toes. And then exhale it all out. Hips high, step or hop back to seated. Inhale. And bend your right knee back, extend your left leg forward. Now you can sit up underneath your left hip for more support. Usually we go forward. This is Tiryan Mukha, but a little variation is to lean back on your forearms or lengthen all the way down. Now if this hurts your right knee, then don't do it. Just keep both legs extended and you can fold forward as a modification. If you're back on your forearms or laying down, make sure your left toes are pointed up to the ceiling. Make your way back up to center, extending right leg, cross the ankles, pick up anything, sit back down, and then we'll bend the left knee back. Point the right toes up. You can put something under your right hip, like a block or a folded blanket for more support. And fold forward if you normally love it, or try this variation. Come onto the forearms or lengthen all the way. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees. And if you're all the way down, grab your elbows. This is a nice one to stretch out your quadriceps, the fronts of your thighs, as well as your hip flexors. But it is pretty deep, so do what you can. And of course, if this hurts your knee, don't do it. Extend both legs in front of you and forward fold as a variation. If you're down, make your way back up. Cross your ankles, hands just in front of the hips, pick it up, and step or float, chaturanga. Inhale to press up. Exhale back only for a breath. So inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale it all out. Bandhas. Look forward, step or hop and sit. Extending your legs. And now bend your right knee and some space between your foot and the inner left thigh. Reach your right arm forward and around and clasp onto your left hand or hold your clothing. Lean forward and pull your left toes back. Press your left heel down, firm your bandhas, gazing toward the foot, pada drishti. Even out the breath, inhale to come up, keep that same leg bent, but walk it in. Right hand behind, left arm up, inhale, take it across, exhale, Marichasana C. As you inhale, create length through your spine, and as you exhale, roll your right shoulder back. And make sure those left toes still point up to the sky. Steady Ujjayi. Inhale, turn to center, cross your ankles, pick it up. You could stay right there, and let's do that. So keep your left knee bent. Reach forward, make sure there's some space between your foot and the right leg. Wrap it around, hold whatever you've got there, and then fold forward any amount. Pull those right toes back, but keep the heel grounded. See if you can roll your right shoulder away from the mat to widen your collarbones, draw your low belly in, and lift your pelvic floor. Breathe. Inhale, come up. Take your left foot to the inner thigh a little closer. Left hand behind, right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, take it across and twist. As you inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale, roll your left shoulder back and twist. Steady, steady breath. Bring your head to center, inhale, and release, exhale. I'll sit up nice and tall for boat pose. You can hold on behind the thighs or release. Knees can be bent or straight, but make sure your spine is very long. Engage through your bandhas and breathe. Only one today. So if you have back trouble, put your hands down. Otherwise, challenge yourself and slowly lower all the way to your back. Then bend the knees for bridge pose. Heels under knees, toes in a little. Inhale, lifting up to bridge. Roll the shoulders under. Spiral your thighs toward one another. Make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel and lengthen your butt bones toward the backs of your knees. Keep your neck long. Move that back bend up into your upper back. Release and lower. We're going to do another bridge pose or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Hands up by ears. Come to the crown of the head. Line up wrists and elbows and then press up. Make sure the outer edges of your feet stay parallel. Spin your inner thighs down. Lengthen your sitting bones to backs of knees and press your shoulder blades toward your chest. Imagine someone's pulling you in two opposite directions. Bring your chin in, lower, hug your knees into your chest. So you can roll to your right and come up. Nope, never mind. Extend your legs up toward the sky. Stay right here, or if you practice shoulder stand, I'm doing kind of like a half shoulder stand. I have a neck injury and full shoulder stand doesn't work very well. So watch first if you're doing shoulder stand, or just keep your hips on the floor. And slowly take the feet toward the earth behind your head. Release your hands, palms flat. Get them underneath your buns as you roll down. Press onto your elbows and look back for Matsyasana fish pose. I love this one. Opens the chest, gives your neck a good stretch. Keep your breath nice and steady. And then release. Hug your knees in. You can roll yourself up to seated or go to the right and press up. Sit up nice and tall, shins crossed. We'll grab the elbows behind the back, look up, and fold. Exhale, Yoga Mudra. If you take Lotus, you could take it now and grab your opposite toes or hold your elbows if you prefer. Otherwise, sitting with shins crossed is a great option. And then inhale, come on up. Stay with your shins crossed and pick it up, or you can take Lotus, right leg then left if that's in your practice, and then pick it up for Utplatahi. Just a short one. Either way, you're picking up anything you can and breathing and looking forward, and you are stronger than you know, and then you can release and make your way onto your back. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees. Draw your shoulder blades away from the ears. Feet flop open. Release any tension in your neck and shoulders. Our quote today is from Magnolia Zuniga. Ashtanga yoga is the washing machine for the mind. It washes the mental patterns of self-doubt and self-criticism, things that stand in the way of us becoming our best selves. Quiet mind, quiet body, Savasana, rest. Now deepen the breath as you reach through your arms and then your legs. If you'd like a longer Shavasana today, just push pause, take as long as you like. Otherwise, bend the knees, roll to your right, and thank yourself for showing up. You're taking great care of your body and your mind. Come on up to seated. Bring your hands together. Hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to your heart, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to your mouth to remind you to have clear and loving communication. Sending all this positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. You know from today's practice that your bandhas, your core muscles, are so important. I've created a special class just for you to strengthen them. There's a link in the description below. It's also pinned at the top of the comments. If you enjoyed today's class, you will love this Ashtanga class. Save it for later or practice it right now.